day after Christmas, Boxing Day. Get here at 3 AM. That's the only way I'm going to get it done. But big day. Dale's coming in. Starting to add all the stuff that makes it look crap. Like pulled out another rx3, just a factory body loom, because the other one's obviously pretty eaten up from sitting out bush. Got the original dash back in it. Bad. Same, all the wiring just going back in as per factory. After summernats, I'm definitely revisiting this car's wiring and replacing everything. This old Microtech loom, it's a bit how you going, but it ran on the car, so I got no time to be fussy. Fuel reg mounted, alternator mounted, but now normally I run electric water pumps and everything. It just works so well. We run them at like 10% and they keep the cars cool. And that would be like, you know, sit down there, nice and tucked away, keeps the block clean, and the top of the block will freeze. But no time, so I'm forced to put this big sack on there, which kind of kills the look of the motor, but it's just going to save so much time. Like the water outlets, you know, need to be modded a little bit. Someone's attacked this one at some stage of its life. Not super pretty, but whatever. Probably saved myself half a day by running that. Won't have to make won't have to make all the custom piping, won't have to mount the pump, won't have to do pump wiring and everything that goes with it. So just a time saving thing now. Time is what I do not have. I leave in 8 days. So yes, master all plumbed up. Got a dodgy fuel cell set up too, which is out of the lowrider crown that I pulled apart. So yeah, it's not great, but it's what's going in it to make it run. Like I said, after summernats, I'll be pulling this car apart, that's for sure. Original gear knob, screwed straight on the RX8 shifter. But yeah, big day today. Hope to get the seats in there. The seats, oh, they're the best. They're black wrapped. I'll explain the deal with the seats when they're in the car, when we're looking at them. But yeah, 8 days. We can do it. You're probably looking at this strange and doesn't make any sense, but a bit of a rail welded into the floor. So we've got some oddball seat rails. Obviously the car doesn't have heaps good structure, so in a minute the seat rails will kind of make sense. That's just a piece of 2550 3mm. Same as on the other side. It's all done. Oh look, factory gear knob, straight on. Yeah, so here's the rails before they get hidden away. I guess people don't really show seat rails. Pretty boring item, but I'll show you. I'll make sense of them in a minute. Spend a minute talking about these. Just look like pretty, you know, normal seats, but they're really not. So these are a factory RX7 FD RZ spec. So they're shaped, you kind of see, but they're shaped specifically for the car's floor. The seats sit nice and low, and so they've just come out in that model. Carbon Kevlar, or Kevlar backed, or I don't know what you want to call it. Obviously Recaro made them. So yeah, very, very, very rare seat. I had them for a few years. I was going to put them in my own personal RX7. Then some guy offered me 10 grand for them. I'm like, oh, this is a year and a half ago now. I'm like, yeah, done. And he stuffed me around. So then a couple months later I had a whinge and they still wanted them, and I'm, nah mate, they're going in the rustiest heap I have. So here we are, they're going in the rx3. But it's not like it's a waste. The sad thing is now they almost go for double that I'll try and find some that have sold and put it up. If I don't, I didn't find it. But yeah, I've seen them sell for 15 grand a pair. Some sell for 18 grand a pair. Seen them advertised for 25 grand a pair. Just full limited numbers. And yeah, if you've got a FD rx3, these are pretty much what the seats you want. But yeah, just really molded to the floor of the car. They got tilt rails and whatnot. I've obviously ripped them off for our custom rails. But yeah, that's them. It's a lot of money for seats. I paid nowhere near that. But I think they're going to a worthy car. So yeah, next bit, I'll get them in the car and show what they look like in there. You can see the pretty uniquely shaped base. How it's small on this side because that sits next to the center console. So this is passenger seat, left-hand seat in Australia. They're very molded to the cars. And here's the fixed seat rail. Dale spent freaking ages building this. Yeah, so it just bolts in all these bolt holes. Then in a second you'll see it bolt into the car. But yeah, it's a bit of a crazy, weird design, but it'll work and not look crap. I've clear coated all the metal. It's hard to find I don't know what's going to look good in this car. I don't think paint will look good, so I've left heaps of stuff raw, just cleared it. Looks cool, everything's tigged in, so like it's got dirty MIG marks everywhere and shows good, everything's penetrated well, and yeah, this looks cool in my opinion. So yeah, get them in the car. And this is the desired look. Basically, fixed rails, suit my height. Many people are going to be driving this car at summernats and whatnot. If they're not my height or they can't make it work, sucked in. But yeah, so basically the base, you can't see, is about 5 mil off the ground. That's why we did all this tube frame and stuff. Gets it all super low, good angles, and like there's flex in the bucket, but there's no. Yeah, it's solid as hell. And yeah, you sit mega low, so here it is. Definitely a good clean. G'day. G'day. Leave on Tuesday. The wheels fitting good. Pretty important. Couple of oil coolers mounted. Behind the headlights, obviously. Old, if you can see it, old thrust coolers. Plenty of airflow. The loom is disgusting. That's disgusting. Water pump all modified. Just gonna make short little hoses there. Shine for the bottom. But yes, obviously fuel rails modified for dash fittings. This is modified for like the oil filter relocation. I'll start plumbing up all the coolers today. Alternators on, belts on. Have to change the fan shroud, sadly, so more work. But yeah, this is the wiring. Oh well, get it running. Battery mount in. ECU just sitting inside. Obviously dash in. Getting the glass fitted today. front and back. Another massive batch of fittings. And there's still heaps of stuff that I don't have, and just have to run a heap of black and blue and red and just whatever. So you get what you get, don't get upset. So yeah, let's try and make these oil coolers work now. Oh, they look better in person than on camera. But Phil, at it again. Always getting me out of a jam.
Had to put my sunnies on because they're too shiny.
Oh yeah, because having painted wheels is a necessity apparently, but whatever. Corolla red. Yeah, that was good. 10:30 attempt.
First start-up attempt.
Phil come to paint my wheels, wired my car.
I came to polish the Odyssey.
You come to polish my Odyssey, but he painted my wheels.
Painted the wheels.
And now wired my car. So it's 10:30 at night. I don't even know what day it is. Day before New Year's. What day is it? Friday.
Fuck, what day is it? Friday?
I reckon it's Friday or Saturday.
I think it's Friday.
But yeah, so we're going to give it a crack. But it's a mess. Not Phil's fault, it's my fault. But yeah, I guess plug in that last little step and give it a crack. Got no throttle, cable. We've had every fuel leak possible. But we've got oil pressure all the way up to the block. So if it has some sort of life in it, I'm excited. I mean, please don't get electrocuted. Good?
Yep. Yeah, I think we got no spark for some reason.
Cool, cool. Easy fix.
So we've got fuel but no spark.
Dodgy earth wasn't plugged in. So this is the one. You have to grab the throttle.
Yeah.
If it fires though, I'll still do the same. I'll shut it off pretty quick.
Yep.
Yeah, so
You should
wake up the neighbourhood. Ready?
Yep.
day after the dyno, New Year's Day, 6 o'clock in the morning. Crap that I'm working New Year's Day, but obviously busting ass to get this thing done. It was all running mint till it wasn't. Get a torch. Don't know if you're able to see this, but it's probably pretty hard. You see a little chip out the seal there? Yep. It was still running real nice. Idling, started up well, but you could hear it's like a little miss in it. Don't know what's happened. Just fighting little ECU issues down to the last minute, losing like thermo driver and just a real old Microtech. I'm not blaming anything really, it's old ECU. It was only ran up to 7,000, come down, idling mint, everything good, pulled it apart, put plugs in it, and started running crap. So either we've dropped something in there, something's fallen through, injector's fallen through, something. It's happened. So yeah, I messaged my mate, Stephen Parker Motorsport, like local Adelaide rotor guy, the best actually, real quiet, like there's not heaps of fuss about him, but everyone that's got one of his motors, love them. They're just always good. He built the motor in my FC and yeah, just so good. So I sent him a picture late last night. I'm like, motor's dead, spewing. He's like, nah, let's fix it. So I'm pulling the motor out today. He's gonna fix the motor and we're back again. Still gotta build the rest of the car though, but whatever. I'm not one to give up. I'm not one to let people down. I feel like I promised too many people they could cruise around in the car and whatnot. I won't get people to do skids or thrash it, but you know, you can start, cruise around in it. I've come too far to give up now. I'm not a quitter, I just keep going. So yeah, I've been busting my knuckles and working my ass off to get it done. It's a disgusting mess in here, but man, it was running so nice, sounding so nice. So from what Stefan was saying, they're just 3mm carbon seals, which is awesome because they fall out and do no damage to anything else. I've been spinning the motor over, looking around in there, and it all just seems mint. So what he's saying is we'll clamp the motor together. He'll just pull the front plate and the front apart, pull the first rotor out, reseal it, put it back together. No seal kits needed, nothing. Maybe front ones, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna rip it out today and say, oi, can we get this done? He's the same as me, we're just gonna give it a shot. No promises, but yes, we'll see. And that's my lead up to Summernats. And it's this coming week. Whatever, what do you do? Still working on Odyssey as well, so it's been a marathon, but I've had heaps of good mates just come out and chip in, and mate Theo's coming today to help with the Odyssey and help to strip this, and yeah, just keep plugging away. And I guess we'll put this video out, and the next video, or the next time you see this thing, it's either at Summernats or it's not. I like our chances. I got Stefan on board, I got mates on board, I got bits and pieces and a couple of days of time. Lucky I got the best missus. She's all good, she gets it. So yes, see you at Summernats with 2 cars or 1.